Share the poems. You ruined the moment again, Monica. Oh my god. Frankie, you can help Yuri put the tea stuff away, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick the bag of chocolates up. In the end, we hastily clean up without as much as a word between us. Oh, that's awkward. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Oh gosh. Oh. I guess we get the same answers from each person anyway. So let's go with We're going to be Yuri first anyway, because we need to make a first choice at all times. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Alright, you knew I was good after last time. Do you like it? Frankie, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear to sweat. Sweetly. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. Oh, we've got her in a panic. She's getting the butterflies. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I only really write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. No, they wouldn't. Your writing's great, Yuri. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Do you not count these people as your close friends? These girls you spend every day after school with? Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If that's with you. The Raccoon. It happens in the dead of night, while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by a scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much of more light off my cutting knife. That same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, and perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions on the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. So this is obviously a big, ambiguous metaphor for our love. And I am the raccoon. She is her, feeding me her bread and keeping me wanting more. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what it's about. That's right. It's a little bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotion through them. Yeah, and if I take it at face value, then I can't figure out what it is supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to explain that it feels to me to indulge in more of my unusual hobbies. It's that sort of things that I'm usually focused to keep myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. People would make fun of me. Do you have anything like that, Frankie? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel everyone has something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would have probably hated myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Frankie. That's exaggerating it a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. No problem? It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For a moment, her timidity seems to disappear. Cheers, Yuri. Anytime. Come back anytime. Our best friend, Sayuri. Hello, Sayuri.
Oh, I like this one, Frankie. There's some nice feeling in it. Oh, I'm glad.
I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both.
That's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at thinking that poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying my feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. I mean, that's what poems about, isn't it? And writing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, I'm not sure. Because every time I go to a poem, there's all these different words. Always you, and it's always the depressing ones. But you don't look suicidal to me. Unless it's about food, and then I'll be like, yeah. Me either. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you always think about other people. You need to start thinking about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Hey? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll keep it in mind.
Well, whatever. Wow, we really took her down there, didn't we?
I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad.
I can't see you liking something sad, Sari.
Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you're a little rain cloud a little above your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow.
Sayuri, that's unexpectedly poetic.
Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Frankie. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like bundles of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all kinds of other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secret hidings and nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow the dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pulled them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends. My friends aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. You are mental. You're actually mental, Sayuri. Oh my god, holy crap. Sayuri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Did I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. It's very deep, Sayuri, to be honest. I'm pretty sure you need to see a counsellor. Monika taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. A little bit. Creepy. Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like that. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way, even if it helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You got pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing till I die. Haha, don't get ahead of yourself. Sarah always has the habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than 1 week later. You've been doing this a while though. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes make it hard for me to be pessimistic. See you later. We'll go for Monica because you are boring, Monica. To be honest, it's going to be the most boring poem ever. Hi again, Frankie. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're keeping applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Ah, I wouldn't count on that, Monica. You're so boring. You never know. Want to share with what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration from Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up the pen. She's romantic as well. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on inside of head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. Oh, she knows. She's catching on. You must be pretty into her. Don't, Monica, I am blushing. Hey? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Wow, you almost had me there. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, that's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colours. They won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise. It won't stop. Violent. Grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Wow, that's pretty deep as well. You guys are getting pretty deep with these poems. It's even more abstract than the last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of not really anything I've seen before, I guess. You write some boring stuff, to be honest. Monica, you're a boring person. It's no wonder I don't like her. It's kind of like playing my space with paper. Choosing where and write the words I write can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes you feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract or a physical expression of feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not really every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing top tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Oh, better save it next time. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this even a tip about writing? What am I talking about? Oh, nice breaking the fourth wall there, Monica. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Bye, Monica. We've just got Natsuki left, that 12-year-old girl.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either.
Phew.
Ha! Phew, what?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Oh. Ah, glad to see someone recognize my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki has completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah, well, if you can be friends with her for so long, you might as well have the same wavelength. But you never really stuck me as a higher type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging you around a dead weight.
How dare you? That was a bit unnecessary, Natsuki. You're so rude. Well, but think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, letting go like a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. I am the lead balloon holding her down. Whatever it is.
I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I've heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favourite love song. Every time she sings the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Do you like spiders, Natsuki, by any chance? It's quite longer than yesterday.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think the last was the best I could do.
No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem.
I doubt I'll have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. It helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would argue with the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that?
Of course.
It's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid to tell people to find out. They'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? Or, as long as they're not hurting anyone, it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today.
Huh?
Did you say Yuri?
Did you say Yuri?
Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. You both wrote about the same things because of your fight last time.
Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that her poem has some weird some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Ooh, it's not like I would judge her or anything.
Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her.
If she feels so insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson.
Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is a bit different, I'm sure she'll...
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing things unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions and support.
It is. You've got to let it out, or else you end up keeping it in and you're Sayori. Oh, I'm so happy, but also depressed in your writing.
But I wanted to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it.
I'm sure I will. I'll look forward to all the poems. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if you come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Oh, do we have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything good in a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri has been working on posters and I've designed a few pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually doing for the event.
Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
Monika?
Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance.
Ah, you got us. We're going to get some new members. Maybe we can get like 10 new girls. Who knows? Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the events. But the cool part is we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Hee.
Sayori, who's been culling the posters, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't tell me to start putting the posters up, did you?
Oh, well, I did.
Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with you, Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in front of fear.
Guys. No, Sayuri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask their poems out loud to the whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm sorry.
But I still think we should give it our best. We're only responsible ones for the fate of this club. Yeah, we want to get members. There's only, 4 girls and 1 guy. If we start the event, we can each put in a good performance. Then it will inspire others to do the same, and more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what our literature is about.
Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, and being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun!
That's right! And those reasons we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place?
I know you do! I know we all do!
Go on, let's give this prep talk.
And if it takes standing in front of a room full of people for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me with no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. Oh, Yuri's going to be like, oh my god, now I have to do this to impress Frankie. And Natsuki, I don't know, I don't care what Natsuki thinks of me. I think that Sayuri and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. At least we could do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Ooh, okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over with it.
Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Oh, she's not going to do it. Yuri dejectedly glances around the room at everyone else's expected faces. Oh, she's not going to handle the pressure. I guess I don't really have a choice.
Aha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course.
Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to imply the emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before? Or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the 4 of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monika. Oh, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. You ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
You are? Yuri's all fired all up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reciting the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting up so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce, confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns, and its structure that is enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Amazing, Yuri. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered her, even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Woo! Go Yuri. Yes, Yuri. Everyone joins after me. And we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds a poem in her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'll go next then. Sayuri hops out of a chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Hee. Sayuri, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it when you're reciting to each other. Imagine you're reciting to yourself like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayuri begins her poem. Somehow it feels her soft voice was made a perfect match. The poem is aimlessly cheery like Sayuri is. It's sincere and bittersweet, and if were to read on this paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayuri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I reach more deeply into someone and I thought through and through. Sayuri finishes and we applaud. It was alright. I did it. Good job, Sayuri. Even Frankie liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work as well as that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. Then they might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Frankie. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Frankie lower everyone's standards. Before I have to do it. Natsuki? It's fine. I might as well get over with it. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve with time. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's standing unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they're bounced up and down and giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. Now that wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for the other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is.
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone else for coming though. It might be hard, but I hope that you will all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you need to be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poems to write instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised with what you're putting on all of this effort for the group. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try and write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue with that. As for the festival, we'll be planning tomorrow. I'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day.
I can't wait.
I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayuri and Monika. I'll do my best to get through it. If it's the sake of the club, we can do it next time. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a nice day.